massive news coming from the Department of Transport and the Federal Aviation Administration. The Jetsons are becoming a reality in the United States. Hey up everyone, welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. I'm Vaz. You know what time it is? Time to start talking eVTOLs, and we have massive news. Let me just give you a bit of a teaser of what we can expect. What you can see behind me is the flying taxis concept. You probably have heard of it. If you haven't, let me just quickly explain. This is called an eVTOL aircraft. VTOL stands for vertical takeoff, as you can see, and landing aircraft. E there is for electric. Think of this as the transport way of future. Think of very congested city where you cannot expand in 2 dimensions anymore, and you have to take off for the skies. Once you are traveling in 3 dimensions, you are reducing your travel time. So think of peak hour, your journey from the city center to the airport, easily 2 hours. Think of New York, Los Angeles, Miami. Now we are talking very short and very efficient trip. We are talking mere 10-15 minutes. And this is what these aircraft are designed for, to carry passengers from point A to point B through these short leaps. This aircraft, not only that it's electric and green, it's also quiet. And you know from New York, Los Angeles, that helicopters can be very noisy. This is massive advantage. And that's not it. Can you see how many propellers this aircraft has? Think of your traditional, conventional helicopter. 1-2 propeller stops. This one, in particular, Archer's midnight aircraft, has got 12 of them. If one of these fails on a helicopter, the only rotor fails, it is a critical failure, or catastrophic failure as they call it, and the aircraft has only one way how to sort of crash land, which is auto rotation. But this aircraft, if 1 or even 2 rotors fail, it's got enough rotors to either finish the journey or carry out emergency landing. So this is just your crash course into the flying taxi concept. 4 passengers, one pilot is the business standard. Some manufacturers deliver more passengers on board. Some manufacturers deliver less passengers, but autonomous. This is a worldwide concept. We are not only talking United States, but we are talking United States because there has been big news announced. Let's have a quick look. These flying taxis, again, 4 passengers, up to 4 passengers, 1 pilot. Joby Aviation in particular, and their S4 aircraft. Don't go anywhere. I promise we'll get to that news in 1 minute, 30 seconds. And you will be blown away because you've never thought of this. Joby Aviation, again, look at this aircraft, how impressive that is. Think of the Jetsons. And the Jetsons are now becoming a reality. Beta Technologies, this is not a flying taxi designed for intercity trips. This is an electric aircraft designed for intra-city trips and longer distance, and also carrying haulage. Archer Aviation and their midnight aircraft, one of the key players. Look at the standard. I look into the cabin. Look at the standard. Quite impressive, isn't it? Well, now brace yourselves. Here we are. Flying taxis are coming to the United States as early as this year. Today, the Department of Transport and the FAA have announced 9 key regions. They'll be adapting and developing network for the flying taxi concept. Not only for the flying taxi concept, we are talking also medical and emergency services. We are also talking about cargo. But this is huge. And you can see which regions are exposed. East Coast, South and Central, and also West Coast. as well. Let's break it down quickly. But before we get to that, why is this important? It's not only to move passengers now and tourists from point A to point B. This is the foundation for the biggest event happening in 2 years' time in Los Angeles, the Summer Olympic Games. 2028. Los Angeles will become the center stage of the whole world. 5.5 or more than 5.5 billion people will be watching the flying taxis taking over the skies, transporting officials, media, partners, and possibly athletes to the key events. Archer Aviation, the official flying taxi provider for the main event, and partner, the official partner of Team USA as well. But we can see these as early this summer, as early as this summer for the FIFA World Cup. How about if I tell you, you can see flying taxis, flying passengers during this event? It is possible now, and it's very likely to become the reality. And also, next year, think of Super Bowl. That could be a key event involving this concept as well. eVTOL integration pilot program. I quickly explained it. Let me just explain the timeline. We had the initial applications. Original date was supposed to be 3rd of March. We had 1 week delay. And today, just today, we got announced these 9 regions and everyone involved in these regions. And have a look here. Within 90 days of project agreement, operations should begin. So we are about 3 months away from seeing the flying taxis taking off for the skies. Originally announced applicants, just to put this into perspective, we have Texas, we have Hawaii, Ohio, New York City, Miami, Phoenix, Los Angeles, Atlanta, Las Vegas. And as you will see, there's a good overlay and there's more regions that are not part of this list. Just for a wider point of view, for a wider angle, this is proposed network for Los Angeles and for the Olympic Games. You can see the center point is Los Angeles International, SoFi Stadium, and Hawthorne Municipal Airport. You also have nodes, keynotes in Hollywood, Orange County, Long Beach, and more. Just think of it, how wide this network can reach. We also have New York, and that is the key selected region. And I think there will be a lot of pressure on taking off in this region first. The central point is downtown of Manhattan, downtown Skyport, and then you have JFK Airport, you have Republic Airport, Teterboro, and more airports involved as well. And this could involve tourist corridors as well. That's not it. We're not over. Miami and their proposed network. And there's much more to it. So this project has started through Donald Trump's Big Beautiful Bill, which announced the drone dominance of the United States manufacturers. Senator Sean Duffy has been pushing and building foundation for this project very vigorously. And I would like to say thank you, Senator Duffy, for your hard work, because you made this a reality. Now the news. The future of aviation is here. Trump's Transportation Secretary Sean P. Duffy and FAA unveil 8 selections for pilot program testing next-gen aircraft in America's skies. Future of aviation is here. How about that? Let's just quickly go through this, run through this, and I will tell you more details. US Transportation Secretary Sean P. Duffy and Federal Aviation Administration today announced 8 proposals were selected as part of the brand new Advanced Air Mobility and Electric Vertical Takeoff and Landing Integration Pilot Program. eVTOLs are futuristic aircraft that have the potential to generate new jobs, connect communities, and strengthen American leadership in aviation. Needless to say, all these companies are homegrown and home-based American manufacturers. First of its kind program, which was outlined in President Trump's Unleashing Drone Dominance executive order, is accelerating the safe integration of next-generation advanced air mobility aircraft into the national space and ensuring the United States leads the way in aviation innovation. So the FAA will warrant the aircraft are safe and sound to use. What this involves, it's not only, as I said, it's not only moving passengers from point A to point B. We have urban air taxi services, obviously the main building stone, but we also have regional passengers transportation, includes short takeoff and landing aircraft. We have cargo and logistics networks as well. We have emergency medical response operations. I will expand on that very shortly. And we have offshore and energy sector transportation. Just so you understand fully how big this market can be. Specifics of the selected project. And now we are talking the actual cities and regions. So, first of all, Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. Multiple industry partners will collaborate on 12 different operational concepts across New England, including eVTOL passenger operations at the Manhattan heliport. We've got Archer Aviation, Beta Technologies, achr, and Joby. So we have the key players in New York, and that is exactly what we want. We want the key players in the spotlight, in the center point of the whole American advanced air mobility stage. Next region, and Martyn will definitely, I have no doubt that Martyn, as early as tomorrow morning, will rush out between the shows, going down Fort Lauderdale and having look where the flying taxis are going to take off. We have Texas Department of Transportation industry partners. Sorry, I didn't mean Fort Lauderdale, I meant Dallas, Fort Worth. Industry partners will support a regional flights connecting Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, and eventually Houston, with air taxi networks expanding from each city to extend a regional reach. Main partners, Archer, Beta, Joby, and Whisk. Again, key market-leading players in here. We have Utah Department of Transport, 4 states spanning the Pacific Northwest, the Rocky Mountains and plains of Oklahoma, while test a wide range of next-generation aircraft and operational concepts. We have Ampere, Beta, Joby, and we are in this region, we'll probably be talking about hybrid electric VTOL aircraft. It will not be purely battery powered. There could be a combustion engine generating the electricity, and there could be combination of electric and combustion engine. We also have Pennsylvania Department of Transport, the NASAO, Advanced Air Mobility Multi-State Collaborative, will work across 13 states to revitalize regional flights across the country, including routes similar to those supported through the Essential Air Service Program. Involved players, Beta, achr, and others. We also have Louisiana. Operations will test cargo and personal transportation capabilities to enable flights over the high seas into the Gulf of America and to energy industry locations in Louisiana, Texas, and Mississippi. Involved players, Beta, Elroy Air, and others. So think of offshore supply. Florida Department of Transport, and this could be next center point. A statewide effort featuring multiple industry partners will include 3 phases of operations focused on cargo delivery, passenger transportation, automation, and medical response, supported by significant public and private investments. We have Archer Aviation, Beta Technologies, achr, Joby, and others. Next region involved, North Carolina Department of Transport, working with industry partners to establish piloted medical and regional operations across the state, while also developing an autonomous flight operations extending into Virginia. We are not only talking about the interstate, we are also talking intra-state operations. So this is big news. This is big news, and this is the future happening right now. And I also missed Utah Department of Transportation. This application covers 4 states spanning the Pacific Northwest, the Rocky Mountains, and the plains of Oklahoma, and will test a wide range of next-generation aircraft and operational concepts. There you go. There you go. The application selected today will now progress into the other transaction authority stage, where agreements and operational details will be finalized. Flights are expected to commence within 90 days. Exactly what I told you a few seconds ago. So the future is literally happening in front of our eyes. And also, I missed one more region, City of Albuquerque, a focus project designed to achieve early advances in autonomous operations through an existing partnership and an advanced autonomy developer already operating in the region and coordinating with the FAA. Involved player, reliable robotics. Here is the map again. Here is the map again. So we can see heavy involvement of the East Coast. You can see South and Central. Yeah, heavy involvement in that as well. And obviously, quite, I don't want to say disappointing, but quite surprising. Los Angeles was not selected, or California was not selected as the key player in this. But there could be more development happening in the following weeks. And Los Angeles itself, they probably don't need this support through the Department of Transport and the FAA, because they will be building this network independently. Archer Aviation, one of the key players, one of the winners of this. We have news coming from Archer. I will keep this shorter. Let's just pace it up. We have the involved regions. The program creates a first of its kind pathway to help bring first new category of aircraft in nearly 80 years to the market. Just think of it. First time in 80 years, we are developing new aircraft, new way to travel through the air. So the US Department of Transportation and Federal Aviation Administration announced today Archer's partners in Texas, Florida, and New York were selected for the White House's eVTOL integration program. The speed at which the Department of Transport and FAA are rolling out this program signals the importance the US government is placing and ensuring American leadership in the next generation. And again, this is why I'm stressing these paragraphs and these lines, because the United States want to become the advanced air mobility superpower. They want to pioneer whole sector. And we have big involvement of the market leading companies. We have Archer Aviation, we have Joby Aviation, we get on to Joby shortly. We have Beta Technologies as well. We have Whisk Aero, a lot. And most of the companies we can publicly trade and invest in as well. That's why we have been bringing you this sector. That is why I'm live every day, bringing you updates and news and keeping you in the loop. That's why we are covering this topic on our channel, because we think this could be the new big market. This could be the new big thing. Think of electric vehicles. 10 years ago, nobody cared. Only few, I want to say nerds, let's call them enthusiasts, and few smart investors. How about 10 years later? We have market-leading Tesla, which is the Mag 7 company. I'm not saying Archer could be the next Tesla, but who knows? One of these companies could be the next Tesla. And there's no doubt this market will be massive. And if you join me, definitely, if you want to hit the like button and if you want to subscribe to this channel, we are bringing you updates literally daily. And I will be expanding on this more. And I'll be bringing you more numbers. I'll be bringing you more investors' insights daily as well. So this is the piece of news from Archer. We also have update from Joby. Joby begins US operations in 2026 under White House air taxi program. Joby selected for early operations covering 10 US states as a part of White House-backed program. Announcement marks for major milestone for United States air taxi industry with the potential to significantly accelerate Joby's path to commercial service. With Joby, Arizona, Florida, Idaho, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Oregon, Texas, and Utah. How about that? That list is massive. That list is massive. And we have a comment from the CEO, Joe Ben Bevitt. This is a defining moment for American innovation. Instead of just reading about the future of flight, communities across America are going to be able to see it in the skies above their own cities this year. And again, I cannot stress enough how close we are from seeing these flying taxis taking off. Both market-leading companies, Archer and Joby, have multiple aircraft in their production facilities. They have at least half a dozen of aircraft ready in certain stages of production or assembly. And this project will be massive acceleration to their endeavors. Joby have been completing their final stage of their test flights. Archer have just came into the final stage of their test flights. So is this realistic? We will see any of these taking off in 3 months. Yes, it is very realistic. I'm not saying it will happen. There could be delays. There could be delays on the Department of Transport side. There could be the local authorities could delay the infrastructure. There could be delays with infrastructure. There could be delays in the production line by the original equipment manufacturers, by the flying taxi manufacturers. But is this realistic? Yes. Yes. Joby Aviation, they just announced a couple of weeks ago on their earnings call another aircraft for their type certification endeavors. And also Archer Aviation, newly unveiled last Monday, their piloted fully transitional aircraft. So this could be very close to the final product as well. What I'm saying is very realistic and we are very close. How about that? I'm so excited. I'm drained. I hope you took away a lot of interesting information and you took away the seriousness and the gravity of this news today. Let's get back in the studio. I see I've been getting a lot of messages from you. Let's get back in the main studio. We will talk about it later. We will talk about it slightly more in depth, and then I will let you go. I'll be working on bringing you more content and more updates tomorrow. Let's get back in the main studio. Back in the main studio. So let's start up the chat. Where is my chat scene? Thank you very much for joining. I have enjoyed today because of the massive news. And I see I've had great audience. Thank you for bearing with me and being patient. Let's just quickly address the chat. We have been running a poll. You have last 10 seconds to put your votes in. Have you heard of flying taxis? Well, you have now. You have after the 20 minutes. I've been explaining and elaborating on this. So we have 45% yes, you heard, and you are invested. Yes, heard of them 30% and 24%. It's moving. 24%. No, never heard of them. Well, I hope you have learned something today, and I hope you understand that concept. If you have any more questions, fire them away in the chat. We have about 5 minutes, and then we will wrap it up. In the meantime, if you hit the like button, that's the greatest reward to me, and that is telling me you like the news. So if you want to hit the like button, and if you are interested in this sector, subscribe, because as I said, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I'll be live with more news, more updates, more data, more information. I'll be expanding on this topic. Terry Rose is here. Hello, friends. This Way Death Gaming is here as well. Abby, Investor X04. I haven't seen you in my show. Thank you for joining. DJ Hayes, Archer up 5% today. Getting ready for takeoff. Yes, definitely. The markets have digested this very well. And let me just finish the chat with you, and we'll get back to the analyst room and we'll go quickly through the markets and then we'll wrap it up. Vaz, no more intro music. Yeah, I had a little technical issue. It should be sorted. This opening song is so good. I love it, Moto A. I love it, Moto A team. Yes, I agree with you. Tidy Big Dog is here. Abby, NASCAR drivers will have a use. Yeah, definitely. NASCAR cars can fly already. That is a funny one. I love it, DJ Hayes. Abby is liking it. Dan Randall. Oil prices in the Middle East are 100 to 130 a barrel. It's pretty crazy. And the paper price is trading around 90 again. Makes no sense. This is what happens to silver when they suppress the price. Whoop. The Guilty Gunner. All should be around 110. Got a special message from our special guest, Abby.
At Fun Times tipped $4.99 through Super Chat. Thanks for covering. Saturdays at 8:30 a.m. CST for Vaz and Avtol. Tumbler glass emoji. Cool face emoji.
Great invitation. Thank you for your message, Abby. Yes, if you join me on Saturday, we can have discussion. We elaborate on topics. We can have sort of more casual. This is more focused on transferring the information to you, but we can have more casual conversation. I'm able to open the phone line as well. You can call in on the show. We can have a chat. Definitely, if you want to join me on Saturday. Thank you for the invitation, Abby. So the Guilty Gunner, that is what actually trading at the physical level. So Scott Bessent is shorting it, and they are pumping out the most positive headlines to calm people down. Well, thank you for the input. Abby, Vaz, I have my first limit order set. If it triggers, I'm in. Congratulations, Abby. Nerds, yeah, that wasn't the best word, was it? Well, I'm talking about investors and, you know, our audience. I shouldn't be calling them nerds. But I am a nerd. I mean, by the definition, I am a nerd myself, so I think I can afford it. William Bond is here. Good stuff. Thank you for the update, and thank you for helping today, William. Great help as well with everything. Kurtz, always good calls. Zach is here. Abby, great thought, and one day we all will fly together. Yes, I definitely agree. Abby, thank you for the super chat. And Tidy Big Dog says my catchphrase and my favorite catchphrase, the only way is up. Let's get back to the analyst room. We'll quickly run through the market and its reaction to the news. And then I will send you wherever you want to go. The markets today. We had very, very bad and red opening today, as you know, because of obviously the Mid-East tension, not escalation, but it's not easing off. However, Donald Trump, some hints, some remarks, the markets took the pressure off, started recovering, S&P up, Nasdaq up, over 3%. That is a good push. eVTOL market, this is after hours. Yeah, so these green cells are after hours. eVTOL market loved the news. First of all, we already have Open Beta Technologies who announced their earnings this morning. I was going to cover it, I couldn't, unfortunately, but I think I'm making it up to you with the big news today. So Beta Technologies, their earnings, they had slightly dip on the earnings announcement, but they provided good update and good fundamentals as well. This is the reaction when the news came out. Look at the run. Not much, but Beta are very new to the stock market and the levels are not established yet. And I think these fundamentals, today's earnings call and this news could hint on where Beta Technologies can move in the coming weeks and months. Obviously, not Archer. Archer is the biggest winner in terms of regions. The key regions, they'll be in the most spotlight. Perhaps because we didn't get my apologies. This is embarrassing. Right, let's go through Beta again. This was the reaction on the earnings in the morning, slight dip, but look at that nice run on the news announcement. So Beta Technologies is up today. Archer, perhaps we didn't get. I do apologize for the wrong camera. We didn't get the Los Angeles announced as the key project, the key network. So perhaps the reaction wasn't so massive, but Archer still up today at good recovery. We were touching the lower levels. We are touching the critical levels of support. Hopefully, we'll see some good recovery. On the other hand, Joby is the winner today because the most regions they'll be involved in. Look at that. Joby is fairly up today. After hours, we are almost 3.5% up. Good. Vertical Aerospace, just piggybacking on the good sentiment. Vertical Aerospace are not directly involved in the eIPP in these American regions because it's not a Native American company, but the sentiment you can see pushing it up. And Vertical Aerospace are presenting their aircraft in Verticon, biggest vertical aircraft event in the world, in Atlanta, tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday. So we might see and hear some good news and some progress from Vertical. And Vertical are coming to the last stage of their test flights as well. So considering their earnings call is on the 24th of March, I think Vertical want to achieve the full transition, the last step before their earnings call. There's no financial advice and I don't have any internal information, obviously, but this is just me based on Vertical Aerospace historic actions and me covering them closely and following them closely. So Vertical Aerospace sitting back at $4, which is good because $3.80 was our key support. Now we will be around those $4. We are currently comfortable in this environment with Vertical. Beta Technologies already been through it. Horizon Aircraft, again, not involved directly, but sentiment of the market is pushing these companies up. EHang, and see eHang as well. That was recovering on the back of the macro markets and better sentiment. And our sweetheart stock, Amprius Technologies, the battery supplier in this market, just continued that massive run from end of last week. With great earnings call, a lot of attention, a lot of investors are trying to jump on the bandwagon into the sentiment. Obviously, we had a crash on Sunday night and Monday morning, but look at the recovery. Very nice recovery by Amprius, and we are to the previous high levels. So 1760, if we have a green day tomorrow, the markets are liking the news, the macro, you name it, we could see potentially a good run by Amprius. So this is full eVTOL market. Thank you very much for joining me. I can see the audience, I can see everyone staying with me as well. So thank you for bearing with me. I'll go back in the studio, I see I've got some more messages. So let's quickly address them. I think most of the messages are relating to the wrong scene, so I think I know what it's about, but let's get back in the studio and then we'll wrap it up. Back in the studio, let's go in the chat room. I can see all your messages. Yes, the only way is up. I love it. Tidy big dog. Big dog. Zach side. Exactly. We're gonna take off soon. Yes. Was that Vaz or Yaz? Yeah. Both now. You are being the invisible man. Yes. Yes. That was slightly not working. Yep, I pinged him about it. Yes, I do apologize. Yes, it happens. This is a live show. Let me put it this way. This is the live show. I am the one-man production studio. I'm the director. I'm the host. I'm the producer. I'm the camera. I'm not the cameraman. I'm the camera switcher, and you can see I've been doing such a rubbish job. It's like the wall is talking to me. Yeah, okay. Let's knock it off, okay? I'm glad you liked it, and I do apologize for that little blip. But again, it's a live show. Sometimes things happen. Don't get them wet. Too many nights watching the pub on the 75 inches screen. Yes, camera angle being off. Yeah, that's a good comment. Yeah, we can't see you, Vaz. Yes, okay. You can see me now. We got to sort it. Manhattan is the key. Roof top landing. Yes, definitely, I agree. I will be expanding on every single region through the week or through the coming weeks. On Saturday, we will dedicate a lot of time extensively as well. We will talk about it. I might get a guest as well on Saturday. I shouldn't have said that. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I may have a guest, but I didn't say anything. Good evening, Vaz. Sir Joey is here. Just about the time we are going to end. Thank you for joining anyway. Hope you hit the like button on your way in, Sir Joey. Joel Garcia, I'm new to your content. Who are the key players in this industry? And Nick Jones says, cheers, Vaz. Okay, so without, Joel, without going through it in depth, let me just show you the ticker symbols. We have Joby Aviation, we have Archer Aviation, we have Eve Air Mobility, we have Vertical Aerospace, that is a British manufacturer. Joby and Archer are purely American. We have eHang, who are Chinese, and they have been doing very good progress as well. They have slightly different concept. We have Horizon Aircraft, who are Canadian. We have Eve Air Mobility from South America, from Brazil. And we have Beta Technologies from the United States as well. These eVTOL manufacturers we can publicly trade, and they are the key players currently, and they are the most progressed. There's much more we can trade, but these make the most sense. These are in the sort of reasonably progressed stage. I can quickly show you a video. If we go back in the analyst room, sorry, we're not going to go back in the analyst room. Let's just switch the scenes. I can show you a few of the key players. This is Joby Aviation and the S4 aircraft. Just to give you a bit of a teaser. But if you join me tomorrow, 80 minutes before the closing bell, you will see more updates and more insights. So this is Joby Aviation. We also have, if you like design, if you think of sports cars, if you think of high-end experience, we have Archer Aviation. I'll play with this, and then we're going to wrap it up. So I think it's a great way to end this. So that is Archer Aviation. Up here for you. From Los Angeles. Los Angeles will be their home base. They'll be based in the Hawthorne Municipal Airport. And this footage is actually related to the Hawthorne Municipal Airport, but soon we will see the aircraft. This is showing the historic meaning of Hawthorne. And now that is Archer Midnight. The aircraft, 4-seater, fully piloted, currently, in future, expected to be autonomous, but fully piloted. And the design is just amazing. It strikes me as a high-end sports car. This is proposal of their Los Angeles hub, central hub. And these are details of the aircraft. And that is her flying. How about that? I know I say it a lot on my show, but how about that? Right, I hope I helped you. I hope my show was useful to you as well. I hope my show was entertaining, at least a bit. I'll see you tomorrow before the closing bell show, and then every day, same time, same place. Thank you very much for joining me. Take care of yourselves. Oh, the only way is up. And take care of yourselves and each other.